Speak. Andy's going to speak first, and then Carol.
Thank you. Yeah, Andy Turner, from Northern Occupational Health Advice Service and a UCAT member. Just want to very briefly go over this. We talked about why was there a wellbeing agenda, and we couldn't understand why the employers wanted to do something for us. We had a bit of a discussion about that because they've never ever wanted to do anything for us before. So that led the discussion really. What we thought was that it was clearly an objective to try and move away from health and safety, and we think that obviously to try and reduce the effectiveness of health and safety reps by introducing wellbeing officers or wellbeing reps within the workplace. But what we did do, we wanted to look at how we could deal with that and what we could take forward from that. And there were some very good suggestions. One is that the trade union learning agenda and the health and the unions, the teaching colleges and the union own learning agendas should be focusing on well-being, but focusing on well-being from our agenda, not from their agenda, and bringing it back to prevention rather than well-being. We've got to prevent the ill health. We don't need to make people well because they're ill. We need to prevent it. I think that was a strong message that come out of the group. We also need to remember that there was a concern that people weren't being allowed to see the information that the wellbeing services were being based on. And so we were reminded in the group, and it's quite rightly so, that we have health and safety reps have rights. And if we don't use the rights, we'll lose the rights. So we've got to use the rights, to change the agenda back to the union agenda, not the employer's agenda. And I think the other thing was that we thought that the word well-being was being used by employers to cover up stress at work. And instead of wanting to prevent stress at work, they were using the word well-being to try and convince people that it was their problems at home and out of work. And I have a personal opinion that, I think many people have this opinion that, I don't want to stop anybody making my members feel better. I don't want to stop them improving their health. But they've got to clean up the workplaces first. We've got to have clean workplaces before we can start talking about well-being. And so let's prevent it before we have to cure it, I think, is the message that we're coming across with. And I'll have to pass to Carol, because Carol's, one of Carol's colleagues found something on the back of a toilet door that we think you might be interested in.
Thank you very much, Andy. Pass to Carol. We'd love to hear what was on the back of the toilet door that was useful.
Yeah, I think it's good to go out on a laugh. So what we've got here was found on the back of the toilet door, and posted on the backs of all the toilet doors at HM Revenues and Customs in Bradford. And it's 5 ways to well-being. So this is what we need to do. Connect, number 1, with people around you, with family, friends, colleagues and neighbours, at home, at work, school, or in your local community. Think of these as the cornerstones of your life and invest time in developing them. Building these connections will support and enrich you every day. No. Number 2, be active. Go for a walk or a run, step outside, cycle, play a game, garden, dance. Exercising makes you feel good. Most importantly, discover a physical activity you enjoy.
That's while you're in the toilet.
And that suits your level of mobility and fitness. Number 3, take notice, be curious, catch sight of the beautiful. Remark on the unusual. Notice the changing seasons. Savour the moment. Whether you are walking to work, eating lunch, or talking to friends. Be aware of the world around you and what you are feeling. Reflecting on your experiences will help you appreciate what matters. Keep learning. Try something new. Rediscover an old interest. Sign up for that course. Take on a different responsibility at work.
Your safety rep.
Fix a bike. Learn to play an instrument, or how to cook your favourite food, as opposed to your unfavourite food. Stop cooking things that you hate. Set a challenge you will enjoy achieving. Learning new things will make you more confident, as well as being fun. And number 5, give. Do something nice for a friend or a stranger.
One of your favourite activities.
Thank someone, smile. Volunteer your time. Join a community group. Look out as well as in. Seeing yourself and your happiness linked to the wider community can be incredibly rewarding and creates connections with the people around you. And the very bottom thing says, and I think this is the crux of the matter, evidence shows that building these actions into your daily life can add 7.5 years to your life. And they haven't put the last bit, which is, and then you can work 7.5 years longer.
That was absolutely brilliant, and I should use the word, time-honoured phrase, which I haven't used so far at this conference, which is bollocks. Okay, thank you very, very much.
That's got to be published in Hazard.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. I mean, as a critique of what Wellbeing bollocks is about, it just about takes the biscuit, doesn't it? Okay, thank you very much to all our people who've reported back. I think that's absolutely fabulous. Try and don't go yet. Don't move anybody.